Hey dude, I'm NeXuS, and we're gonna play some Oxygen Not Included. So, thought I'd do a kind of a little tutorial. You know, if you haven't played this before, you might want to stick around. It's gonna be a really long one though. Usually is with this game. So you can just play for hours and hours and hours on end. Like yesterday I spent, I don't know, 12 hours. So I've finally gotten a base where I can settle in. I had to run through 4 levels first. Play 4 times basically before I found it. But it's got everything I want, which is basically just 2 things. Alright, there's sound. So, this is launched. It's out of alpha. Intergalactic Timeline. That's the level we're playing. That's just a name. So let's start at the beginning. First save, load that. So you've got these little guys running around. You start off with 3 in here. Maybe I should have started a little level first. Maybe we'll do that at the end. Probably not though. Anyway. You control these guys. They're duplicants, which is a weird concept, but they're copies. So, there's Maxie, Lola, Bert. There should be one more guy somewhere. Todd. Up to the right, you got all your resources, and you can click these and, see how much you got. See how you're really low on this, or is it just me? Just a second. Gotta turn that up. Come on. Oh, I didn't plug it in, that's why. Stupid. So this is the printing pod, that's where they come out of. Up here you got priorities, what they should do first. And, they got skills. This is what we're researching, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they got a cool little place there. Up left. So 50,000 kilocalories, that's the food we got, which is in the yellow box. Right there. Unless you build them toilets, they're gonna shit all over the base. Got a little treadmill down here for power. Batteries and science research station. And this is oxygen. The oxygen diffuser needs algae, which is organic. And we've got 10 tons. And that's the green thing. Now, excuse me a little bit. Get my ears on. So yeah, I tried recording this 2 times out of the 4 I played it, just to find this one. So we're on cycle 13 now. We can speed things up if we wanna. There's all kinds of stuff, like oxygen, oxyfern seed. You basically have to learn everything about everything in this. So, yeah, we're not going to cover everything. But basically, you can go in and you can dig. They can dig 4 high. So, there they go. Got a little gun to do it. Yeah. They're all piled up, so they're happy to see each other. Attributes. If you get enough attributes, you get skills. You can put those in here. Let's see, morale is 2. You need 1 more to level up, or to get another point here for skill. Right, skill point. You can put that in anywhere. If you put it in there, though, you're going to be upgraded. Like construction is now 5, excavation is 3. Excavation goes towards this one, construction. No. Construction goes to construction, of course. So if I move it on to there next time, I'll get 2 plus construction. Which says right there. So that is nifty. Now these are plain blocks. There are other ones that are harder and you need skills to do it, like granite. That's pretty rough. So, what do we have here? We started off there. I built a ladder. I just made a room up here. I excavated into these holes that were already there. I made a big, giant thing down here. Because I had like 3 pools of water. There, and there. So I just gather them in here. So we got a huge tank now, which we're gonna need later on, hopefully. And this is polluted water. We got a natural gas geyser over here. Thing is though, if you dig at these slime thingies, you're gonna get germs all over the place. And there's just no getting rid of it. Like, I don't know how to do it. If you get it in the air, you're screwed. And it'll look like this. And this is polluted oxygen because it's got floral scent in it. This isn't a big deal. Some of the duplicates are allergic. That's about it. So here's a little bit harder. I can't dig through this yet. It's got 2 squares. Further up here is a polluted water geyser. And they just spew out polluted water, which we could clean up and put into circulation. We could. Maybe later. Natural gas that's good for power. And here's all your main menus. So yeah, I've also started digging over here. Not into the chlorine and the bleach stone though. You gotta be careful. Some of these, like bleach stone, will eventually evaporate. So if you dig all the way over to a bleach stone and that evaporates, well, that's gonna be an open hole right there. I got a cool biome down here. Full of water. And I got another geyser over here, which is buried. So we gotta dig it out. Also got these. We're auto harvesting those. So we'll get some of this pinch of pepper plant, which is good for coffee. I think it was. Balm lilies, they're good for something. Don't remember what that was though. So, yeah, I basically use this size, but it's more fun if you close in. Look at the little kitties running around. Yes. So, I'm just gonna take out that and keep going. Alright. Oh, we got a little hat on the thingy. Printing pod. So that means we can go up here. And this one's got a green one now. Todd. He is... Well, he's got hard digging for now. But he also likes farming and carrying. So I could click that. And I could switch his hat if I want to. And he will carry stuff. Back and forth. Which is supplying, so if somebody needs to get built like a ladder, we're going to need resources for that, and he'll go get it. Which is pretty darn neat. And of course, underwater he's got to hold his breath. So, yeah, could make storage containers. We're going to put those up in here. Oxygen, put one of those down there. Generator, we got that up there. Later on we're going to move it down here. Microbe musher, that makes food. So you can read all this, you know, how much power it needs and kind of heat it gives off. Stuff like that. Plumbing, outhouse, we got 3 of those, so we don't need any more. Pitcher pump, we're gonna need a couple of those, so, you know, to get the water out. So it's gonna be somewhat like that. Wash basin, I'm gonna get that in eventually up here. Let's see. For now we got 4 beds, 5 beds just right there. So they're gonna keep on digging and, well, let's move on to the next one. Load that. Get you all nice and caught up. So, storage containers. We started digging into this. This here is going to be a natural reserve. So we're going to have a door here. We're also in need of food. We don't have the research for that just yet. See, what we're researching is these things. Farm tiles. Take a little bit less space than the planter box. It looks like we haven't dug into this yet. That looks good. So, this is a Weesworth. It's a really nice plant that you want to have in your base because it cools everything. The heat doesn't go anywhere unless you get it to go somewhere. This one, I could fill this with hydrogen and it would cool stuff. Self-sustaining machine powered by what appears to be refined neutronium absorbs piped hydrogen. So I have not put that into use yet. Maybe I'll do that later. Combat, that's fun. Oh, too late. Yeah, not much air in here. That was a bit of a problem, because I gotta get these guys to run this thing. And it's not their favorite thing to do. So I gotta do like this, back and forth. To charge the batteries. That'll run this thing. Gives a little bit of oxygen. And that, like I said, uses algae, which is organic. About 10 tons. Yeah, not really much going on in here. Later on, I'm gonna make some bedrooms in here. And I made them big this time. Gonna be real comfy. Cycle 17. I think once. I don't know how long it is. Let's move on to the next one. I went 1,000 days on another one. It was self-sustaining as hell. Well, let's see here. Alright, so I got our little base. We started making rooms. So that's where they're gonna go. We're gonna have 6 rooms. Let's just walkway here. Still not much oxygen. Got 5 duplicates now, so we brought in another one. Chalk. These little shine bugs are cool. They light up the place. And that brings, oh, what do you call it? Decor. Alright. Should have the fire. Nope, we still don't have the farm tiles. Keep working on that. So we're gonna make a little farm up here. It's gonna be, put farm tiles down here and there. And this little thing is supposed to be a natural reserve. I don't think I have the sign for it just yet. Basically just need a little sign in the corner here. Gotta dig this one. That fell down from there, that's just sand or something. Yeah. That piles up, and if you're not careful, you can block it in. Like here. This is gonna fall down and make a barrier. Gonna have to watch out for that. And we'll end up moving the toilets. Let's see. Where's the bleeding thing? Here. Something like that. And let's see, we'll get some wash basins in here. So that's how I'm gonna set it up. But it will not make for a washroom because you need it in the same space. So that's a little bit. That's fine though. Each room is gonna have a sink, but the toilet can't go in there. Because that is, what is it called? Let's see here. Machine. No industrial machinery. So that toilet is considered an industrial machinery. Combat. There we go. He's dead. Right, moving on, yeah. Found a little bit of a thing here. So we're going to dig down here. So we're going to stay clear. As long as these stay in the walls, they're fine. As long as I don't dig them. But if I dig this and leave it there, it's going to eventually go into the ear. Because that slime produces polluted oxygen that travels or moves germs around. And there's already polluted oxygen in there, so here and here, everywhere really. I could do some research and get the deoxidizer, or whatever it's called. Let's see. This one, deodorizer. Uses sand to filter polluted oxygen from the air, reducing disease spread. I don't have the research for that yet. So I gotta be careful. Later on we'll get some better doors and we'll put one in here. We'll put one in here. And a couple up top a little bit. Gonna make a little room down here. Got a little door there. O to rotate. Eventually we'll get one there. Gonna end up digging out all this, a little something here, and this will get dug out, something like that. And then we're gonna move down here. I think I'm gonna excavate all this. Now, this little thing buried in here. I'm not going to dig these though. I had a little problem. Forgot to take that away. So one guy just stuck around, just drilling away at it, which it will never go away. That is neutronium. So basically, careful what you dig into. The way I found this is you use the heat sensor, and this has a little bit of a different signature on it. Just like the other guy over here. See, it's a little bit of a 4 squares. That's what you gotta look for. There's one. This is chlorine though, I don't have a use for that yet. I might later if I'm gonna take down the slime. Because I need an ore scrubber to scrub that. And I need chlorine for that. So. This is coming along nicely. I'm gonna dig this out. Put some beds in there. Dig this one too. Moving on. We are in 4. Let's see here. 4. 38 cycles survived. Alright, so we've dug out this thing. We gotta cancel this. I can't reach that high. It's just 4 tiles we can dig up. I had some larvae in here, but they died. Tried moving them up there, but it didn't work out. So I gotta get some new ones in the printing pod. So here we go. Here's the little thing I made. 1 pump for each level. And we're excavating here. We're gonna build let's see here. Electrolyzer. Requirements: water and power. Liquid intake pipe. So basically pump water and power into it. And you'll get oxygen and hydrogen. Hydrogen I'm gonna convert into, I don't have that yet. A power station is gonna go down here. There is a lot of wiring to go into that first. We got all the power hooked up. So I'm building 2 gas pumps. I only need 1 though. Unless I bring more people in, then I need 2. Each person consumes 100 grams of oxygen per cycle. Right, 1 cycle is 1 rotation on this, coming on to night in there. And you can set the schedule for them, you know. Bath time, work, downtime, and sleep. You can change that up if you wanna. I think you can do it individually too. Right, the printing pod is ready. Choose a blueprint. So one of these things we can print up. That is not a good one for me. That is not a good one for me, so I'm gonna have to go with the mushrooms in this one, which is just food. Let's see here. We got our bedrooms in. We also have the NeXuS reserve. The research complete up here, so let's put on something else. Why not? Here's a little farm. It's all running smoothly. It takes about 3 of these to sustain 1 of these guys. There's a lot of math that goes into that, but 3 works. We've got a little rec room here. Recreational room. Morale bonus, which is really nice. If you get the morale really high, special abilities of these guys are gonna kick in. And this one is a sparkle streak, which is really cool. If they're overjoyed, you just see them running back and forth with a sparkle streak after them. It's really cool. Bert, you can go to construction 3 and get a new hat. There you go. So each time you do research, a little sign pops up here, and that would be this one. Water sieve. Let's see. The water sieve. We're gonna need that in here. We also got an oil refinery, which is eventually gonna go down here. We need a gas pump. so that we can get this natural gas from there into refining. Make that into natural gas. Let's see, power goes into this natural gas generator. That generates power, which is nice. It also produces a little bit of water, but that's polluted water. So I'm gonna have to get a pump in there. Block that off a little bit. Put up some walls and some doors. This is gonna need a floor. So that's gonna pump whatever spills out of this one and pump it into this. So basically down there. And then it's gonna come out clean on the other end. And that is gonna go all the way up here. And we're gonna have a little setup here. I'm gonna get some new sinks in, like a shower, for example. So that's gonna need fresh water in and dirty water out. So that is gonna go back and hook up with this one. You know, something like this. Boom, onto that one. And that is gonna be done for all these. So they're gonna have a shower in the rooms, which is very nice. I probably should put a sink in here though, but the room isn't big enough, so I'd have to expand that and close it off. Because I need 4 toilets. Maybe I could put a toilet somewhere else, like, I don't know, down here somewhere. Right, we got the little mess hall. There we go. So basically just need mess tables for that. We got a little, we can make mush bars, a lice loaf. Could make tofu if we had nosh beans in water, which I don't. Sleet wheat grain and bristleberry, I don't produce those. So I'm going for lice loaf all the way. And you get the meal lice needed. That's this one, meal wood. That produces, it doesn't say right here. Let's see, I am covering this little bit right here. You can't really see that, but this is priority. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah. So this we can take down because we've moved it all down here. So these things are gonna need power and all sorts of stuff. It's a whole hookup. That's what I like about this game. These wires can only carry 1,000 watts. 1 kilowatt. If you go over, you're gonna strain the wires and they're gonna get broken. So I need a transformer, which is this little thing. Power transformer. So power's gonna go in there. It's gonna come out here. And there's only going to be 1,000 coming out of there, no matter how much you put in. So that'll go to the next line. Let's go jump to the next one. Wait, did I watch this? Oh, here we go. That's opened up. Water geyser. A highly pressurized geyser that periodically erupts with hot water. So 10 kilograms of water at about 100 degrees. And that erupts 160 seconds every 353 seconds. There's a lot of math going into this if you want to figure it out. So if you like math, well, this is the game. This changes the between periods. How much comes out? Now that is hot water and this is cold ice, so that is gonna melt eventually. Which what we could do later on is block this off and start this one up, and eventually it should freeze the ice in here if we want ice, which I don't. I'm just digging into that in case we need water, because mainly right now, as far as I've gotten, we get the water from this, and that's okay for now. See, the water level here is just below these ladders. It's not much. 5, right? Let's see, 4. That should be 5. Already coming up on 40 minutes. Just catching you up. So it's a long game. I got snow today. Who knew? So, there's the hookup. And that is just the piping. No. I don't know, maybe I've gotten everything in here. Hydrogen generator. So this produces oxygen and hydrogen. The oxygen is going to get filtered out, going into this gas pump and into this filter, which is going to filter out the oxygen, put it in here, in these vents, each of the rooms. It's all I've set up for now. And the hydrogen, the red stuff, that is going to go down here and into this thing, which is going to make a little bit of power. Not much though. And we got a transformer there. And we got a polymer press coming up, which makes plastic, which is something I need for later on. So we got a water pump down here, which pumps water into this thing. So we're taking that water for that. Otherwise, we'd have to restock this whole tank all the time. So it uses a lot of water, this thing. Uses, let's see, 1 kilo per second. Or is it per, it's gotta be per second, right? Can't be per cycle. Yeah, per second. Alright, so one of these blocks, that's a ton of water. So 1,000 seconds and one of these is gone. That may not seem like much, but it really is. Because this is the normal speed. So, I don't know, is it 15 minutes per cycle? That's a lot of seconds. So that's a lot of water. So we need something that produces water for that. This has started to melt. So, you guys are putting the sinks in and the showers. Well, look at the piping here. It's a whole mess. So we got two lines coming in. This is dirty water. This is clean water. And this here is oil or petroleum. It's refined oil. Which I'm supposed to be getting through the oil refinery down here. I'm supposed to be getting it up here, but these efforts died, so I'm gonna have to get some new ones. The oil slicks, and they like carbon. This thing excretes carbon, so we're pumping that in there. There's also another vent coming in here, which comes from this thing, which also excretes carbon. But I'm not 100% sure about this polymer press. It produces plastic, which is firm, and steam and carbon dioxide. So it might be that I'm pumping steam in there, which is not good. Because either the carbon or the steam is going to get released down here. If it's the steam, it's fine, because we're filling this thing up with water anyway. So for now, this is cold. It's going to get real hot eventually, though. So we're going to need to cool it off. The only thing we need is a bunch of these bees worth. So we got 4 we could pick up here, 5. Don't want to do it though. If I could get it in the printing pod, that's way better. So, a little about the power setup. Let's see, this is the main power, there's the treadmill. Goes to the food production, the oxygen production, the research. Powers the water sieve, and this pump. And here are the batteries, which get really hot, which is good for these little slicksters running around, which are dead. They need 50 degrees to stay alive. And that is, well, it's 20 degrees off. We're gonna have to heat that up quite a bit, which is why I shoved everything in here. This power goes into a transformer, so 1,000 comes out of this one and goes into these batteries. And that gets power from this one as well. So that fills these up as well as this one as much as it can. This powers that pump for the polluted water, the oil refinery, and the gas pump for the natural gas. That is that line. From these batteries it goes into another transformer which powers these batteries. It also goes down to... well, this is actually for the oil refinery. Alright. So I'm missing... see, this line is not 1,000. It's 240 plus 206, so that's 360. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that up eventually. This line goes over here. That powers this one, which is 240. It also powers the polymer press, which is 120, I think. this isn't entirely hooked up. There's another thing here. This needs power, so that's going to go through this transformer and onto that. So the final power is going to stay in here. This battery. And that battery. And I want to cycle that back onto the main power, but I'm not sure if that works. Hatchling eggs. So the way I choose my duplicates is this one. They gotta have diver's lungs. That uses a little bit less. Uses 25% less oxygen. That's how I choose my duplicates. And then on this playthrough, I try to get 3 of these in here. So we've gotta have digging. And then 2 more. So this one only has 2, which is building and digging, which is pretty nice. Got 1 duplicate running around with exactly that. I tried not to get destructive people in there. So ugly crier, binge eater, vomiter, that's fine. Not a problem. Got some hatchling eggs, and they go up in here, critter eggs. Then they're released into the wild park. I got some pip eggs growing here, which is for little animals that bury seeds. So once they hatch, we'll get some more plants in here. It's gonna be very nice. Make it real cozy. Moving on. Six. Cycle 64. This is the last one. So I think I got everything set up fairly good. Let's see, organic, we got 20 tons of algae, so that's fine. Everybody's sleeping. Got some major art in here. So the decor in these rooms are good. There's that. That's what that looks like. But everything is thawing. Still cool. Not cool enough though. So that's about 50-60 degrees, which is a very nice temperature for the oil slicksters. So what we could do is freeze this again with this one, or we could put the slicksters in here and they'll thrive. So I just, for now, I got the slicksters up there. I think that'll work. No, hydrogen generator. This isn't built yet. Once it's up and running though, this will get a little bit of power. And that will throw its power into this line, which is this battery. And the one down there. For these, you gotta set the direction left, right. You can see the arrow. get done. So yeah, don't know if these are the sculptures I want in here, but I'll change that up afterwards. It's another research of skills. Research art. Who's the artsy-fartsy one? This one. Lola. So once she gets to Masterworks, we'll get some new blueprints in here. We can make some better ones. There's a little Pip. Bury some nuts. It's a little cutie. Also got this beach chair up and running, which is very, very nice. Morale +8. Bright lit. Morale +5 dim lit. Alright, so this is dim lit. Need to get some solar panels in here. Which is mechanical surfboard. I'm not there yet. Sauna. The lights are fairly new, so I'm not sure what they look like. Gas range. A hot tub. That'd be nice. Ethanol. Coffee maker. Oxalate refinery, soda fountain, and molecular forge. Transit tube. Jet suit. Drywall. Loom. Oh, there it is. Sun lamp. Sunlight level lux. What am I producing? Many level pump. I can do this one first, because I need the plastic for that, which means the whole thing has to be up and running. Plastic will come out of this one. So we've opened up the gas here. The doors are open. So that is pumping in. Let's have a look. So that's pumping in the orange, natural gas from this one. Scalding, that's fine, I think. That goes into this one. The carbon from that goes in here, which is not getting used because I don't have any slicksters. I will get some more from the polymer press. Yeah, that's a gas pipe, so that can't be steam, can it? I don't know. That goes in there. Let's see, the oxygen is going to come in here. It's going to get filtered here. And it's going to come out here. Scalding. Let's have a look at this. We're fine for now. See, this guy can jump over there. But he always goes around. Okay. Good, good, good. Are you headed to the infirmary? Infirmary. No, you're not. So, we moved the workstation down here. Got some plants in, kind of. Got 1 week's worth down here, just for the heck of it. Isolated this, so these things will stay a little bit cool. Because this gas is hot. I need this room to be hot, so I isolated that. Keep the heat in. That is 41 now. That's pretty good. It's gotta get even hotter though. And eventually we'll find some metal, switch out these batteries, and we won't lose as much power as we're doing now. So the infirmary's up here. You're scalding again, huh? Just couldn't stay. Oh, that's Maxi. So the red one is life. The lower one is oxygen. Oh, that's the volcano. Okay, let's research. Chuck, you're still up there. Could cancel the analysis. Got a little deodorizers here to get rid of polluted oxygen. This is all done. See, these have cracks. There's something buried in here. Let's see, that's chlorine and hydrogen. Hydrogen goes down. Hydrogen goes up. Chlorine goes down. So technically I could open this up, but there's stone, and that gives off chlorine, so it's eventually gonna fill up. And then it'll spill over here into the base. That's not good. Can't breathe chlorine. This is 41 degrees as well. I really should cool down this room, because all the air is coming in here. If it's hot air, well, that's no good. So I'm gonna have to get some Weezeworths and plonk them in there eventually. This has to remain hot. See, the range of these Weezeworths, it ain't much. I could put one in here. Oh yeah, the water situation. Filthy water coming in here and coming in here. Into this, getting filtered. Hooks up with clean power from this pump and travels into the showers and sinks and toilets. So that one's using the toilet, and the dirty goes out. If you think you can just smack this up without really knowing what you're doing there, you're dead wrong, dude. There's so much that can go wrong. Power, electrical, and ventilation. Oh, it's such a mess. So that all travels down there. Where's everybody else? They're coming. One's in the infirmary. Maxie, you almost died. You didn't wash before bed. Right. So let's speed that up. Wait till morning. Up and at 'em. Alright, so this one's having a shower. This one's having a shower. Need to get rid of this. I need polluted water. Tank. So that's all gonna travel down there and get filtered up. It's gonna get back clogged a little bit in the morning though. But it'll filter out through the day. The excess water in this pipe is getting thrown in here. So that gives us germs in the water. Which is not a good thing. But to get rid of the germs, I need to boil the water. It's just food germs, so because this water sieve, it produces clean water from polluted water, but it doesn't get rid of the germs. What I need is a coal filter, which isn't something in the game. You know, so I got tons of coal. That's not a problem. It should be a thing. Here I got 30 tons of coal. That should clean up some of this mess. But no, I gotta sterilize and boil. So that's a pain in the arse. There's always gonna be germs in here. Unless I heat it up. And then we have hot water. And nothing but. That's not cool. This is germ-free for now. It's probably gonna stay that way. So what I could do is hook up the hydrogen from this plant here. Run it in there and freeze the whole thing. It's not a bad idea. So you got another one here, neutronium. So this thing is polluted water. Since we got polluted water over there, we got some polluted water in these jugs we need to get rid of. We could make a tank over here for polluted water. I'd have to dig into the hydrogen, which is going to go up, so it's not going to spill in here. See, the pressure is 1000 and this is 600, so it's going to go a little bit that way, but not too much. else do I want? We got a lot of algae here, so that's very nice. But we're definitely gonna dig in here. All the way over to this metal, which is a biscuit, which is very isolating. Isolated hot and cold. So you don't want to dig through that too much. Other than that, let's see, there are no germs. This is chlorine, so we don't want to dig into that. I do want to dig out this section. That should do. There's no bleach stone here or anything, so that is the next project. I'm gonna put in mesh tiles. So let's put those mesh tiles in there. And then since there's a plant there, we might as well put the ladder right there. Now, they can dig up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they can dig down 3, so 1, 2, 3. And the ladder has to go there. They can jump 1 across. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a little bit of something here. That will do. So that would be for polluted water. Let's see here. We dig that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can go all the way up there. Let's squeeze it in there. That's good enough for a water sieve if I want to squeeze that in there. So bottle emptier. Rotate that. You could put that up there. No, that's right, that's the ladder. Right, let's put that there. And this should work out just fine as long as this ladder comes in first. Put up a door here. Kinda wanna put it in the basilisk though. Neutronium. So we could pump that straight in there. Could do some plumbing, but there's no need just yet. Temperature wise, that's pretty hot already. I don't think this is too hot though, so we'd have to heat it up and then send it out to purify. See here, this is getting natural gas, it's pumping out some dirty water, polluted water. That pumps it into this one. Once this has enough, it'll start to go. This is backclogged now. Won't filter it just yet. Let's see, nighttime. Backtracked again. Back. Clogged up. Okay, we got a thing. You are putting out hydrogen. Alright, that is good to go. You don't have any power. That might come on today. Seven. Let's see what this has. Oxyfern, very nice. So no diver's lungs in here. So. Well, oxyfern, that's something we can appreciate. Let's plonk that in there. This plant converts CO2 into oxygen. Temperature 0 to 40 degrees. Requires dirt and water. So if this gets above 40 degrees, we're boned on these ones. But yeah, all the carbon goes down, so that should end up in here. In here too, but most of it should flow through here. Or there should always be something here before it runs over this thing. Of course I could move it up, but I'm not gonna. So that is good. Save that. Let's see, we got power. That power powers this, which in turn powers that, which powers... That's not powering that. Let's see, this is fully powered. Comes through here. Yeah, you've got power. You're just clogged up or something. So that power goes down to the polymer press. Well, this is hooked onto itself, isn't it? That's no good. I knew I made a mistake here somewhere. So deconstruct this one. Let's redo the whole thing. And this has to go down there. This doesn't. Can't put it on the line. So, priority. Let's give that a priority. Let's redo this thing. Okay, we're going to do. So the power comes in here. I'm going to deconstruct that one too. Power comes in and goes down to the polymer press. It also needs to hook up with this one. So that is going to go down there. Like so, and this one hooks up to that and powers this line. Deconstructing this thing. Could drive that straight up there, would have a hopping over there. Yeah. Cancel that. See if we can make it a little bit better. Deconstruct this thing. That thing. This one. So the power. Yeah, priority. It's always a priority when I'm moving on it. So that's gonna go down there. This wire is gonna go from this one straight onto that one. And this bloody thing is gonna hook up with that one. And we can deconstruct this. Yeah, and hook that one onto this one. Let's see how that turns out. Bloody priority. Power. So you're gonna go down there. You're gonna hook up with that one. This one's gonna hook up with that one. And that should be good. You're hooked onto this one, right? Now this gives power onto this line, which has batteries over here, doesn't it? Down there, and yeah, I guess 4 batteries in there. And nothing should be strained. This line does not have many batteries though. Which is kind of a shame because this is the end line. Pretty much uses everything though. A little water pump down there, that's 240. Follow that line up here. So plus 240, plus 240, plus 120, plus 120. It's about 1,000. They won't be running all the time though. Alright, I got the beach chair in there. Got another one over here. Could use some decor. about a nice painting? Six tiles. Is that gonna work up there? This is 8 tiles. Let's plonk one of those in there. See if that helps. Maxi. Right, save that. So that oxyfern's gonna give us a little bit of oxygen. This is 2,000, so that's pretty pressurized. Oh, I need some oil slicksters. And they take 50 cycles to hatch. So, I'm a little bit boned. No. I should just lock that. There's nothing down here I really need. Well, thimbleweed. I should plant some of those. I can plant them over here, can't I? Food, farm tile. Let's see. Thimbleweed. Temperature 22 to 37. Any atmosphere. To 37. And it needs polluted water, which is why I'm shoving it in here. It's way too hot though. I should shove it in here. Food. It's not the same distance. This is 37. Alright. up isn't ready. You do have plumbing, don't you? Yeah, you do. Alright, let's put a little bit of a priority on that. Get that done. Get this thing fired up. Need some more batteries, but I don't want to heat up this place. Cancel that. It's not gonna matter down here. This thing might flood eventually, though. No, it won't. Just... no, it won't. Nah. Not having it. So that's gonna be power from that. Yeah. So basically you just sit around, look at the thing, and try to figure out things to make for hours and hours. It's really fun. Keeps the mind busy. It's a little bit of a challenge, you know. Which is greatly appreciated. Let's see, we got fur balls in there. How's the decor? It's looking a lot better, but you need to move for me to get a better look at it. How far is this statue going? What's its range? There's nothing in there for now. Alright, let's see here. Brian. So, Bert, you are the constructor. He only has 2 abilities, so. I think I chose this one because he was athletic. Yeah, he runs faster than everybody else. Which is why I chose that one. Everybody else has 3 qualities. So I don't know how much water we can put in here. This is spewing out 50 grams per second. And that is because this thing needs to have a little bit of room so this thing doesn't run over. Right now it's backed clogged, so we can't pump anymore. That's back clogged more than it was, I would say. But this is free, so this just needs to go through this because it's no power. That's why. So once the power comes back on, that'll go run through. And that can fill up this whole line here, which is about that long, which is this, and right about here. Of course, using these, we'll use a little bit of water, which will drain that. It should take 50-50 from this one and this one. might want to reduce this coming from here. Put a reduction valve on it. Well, we can do that. That would go that way. And deconstruct those. Then we can reduce it if we want to. And later on I can hook up this water line here and just pour that in here to refill, which will drain this quite heftily. Gonna need a hookup to this though, which is 22 degrees. What I could do is isolate this. Make an isolation, make a wall here. So I'll have hot water here, cold water in there. See, if I put this on, the whole thing's gonna freeze. That's not good, I think. See, I've got a little bit of polluted water here too. I'm not too fond of that. Granite? Oh. That's not ice. I've got germs here, so I can't dig too much into that. Polluted oxygen. I could go under this thing, or open the door. Thoughts and thanks. Cycle 70. Should really get some oil slicksters in there. Probably gotta cycle this gate to get some slicksters in here. But yeah, I think I'll pause the video here at least, and I'll come back once I've made a couple of improvements. I'm not going to be expanding much though, because I got a sweet setup now. I just need it to run smoothly, and I'm pretty happy about that. You know, if I get this to be self-sustained, well, I don't have any worries anymore. Why do I have polluted oxygen in here though? What's that all about? Oh, that's this shit. Yeah. So if we could get moseying on this one, that'd be nice. Get that polluted shit out of there. And now I gotta deodorize. And put that right there. Why not? Alright, let's see here. This thing is powered up. Shit. I need a filter. It's always something. Alright, well, that's not gonna get there in time. Gonna have to get that onto this line. A little bit of a problem. Not too big though. Yes, it's too big. I gotta bend that. Alright. So what do you want the filter? There? Why the hell not? Deconstruct. That is a yellow alert. It's not gonna help though because it's the middle of the night. In it? No, it's not. Alright. Alright. Sweet. And that goes... Let's cut that and that. Let's see. Plumbing. You go into the filter. No, you don't. We're gonna cancel that. I'm gonna move it. Alright. Get this away. Let's see, deconstruct. Just take it all there. Let's see, filter. Put you up there. Get this pipe in. No, that's the wrong way. This goes into that. This goes up. This goes down. There we go. Alright. Deconstruct that bitch. I'm gonna get a water spill in here. Plumbing. Have to deconstruct this. This. That's not even supposed to be there. Alright, so that bridge. to move the whole thing. So that would go there. This would hook up to that one. Onto this one. Gotta deconstruct that one. Hook that up. Hopefully this works. I don't think so though. This does not have an intake. What? The sink doesn't have an intake. Yeah. This comes down there. Let's make it a little bit harder, shall we? That needs to go up. Cancel all this. Straight up. Straight up, dude. So yeah, I definitely rushed that a little bit when I made it. Our water consumption is about to go up. And this needs to hook up onto that, which is still a problem. Can deconstruct that thing. Well, no. Cancel that, cancel that. Cancel this one. That one needs a lineup. This one I could shoot over there. No, I can't. So this one's pretty fine. I need to get this one on the other side. Which means I'm going to go up there and over. That'll work. Just deconstruct all of that. Deconstruct that. Prioritize. So now we've got a lot of water running around. I'm gonna do this thing afterwards. I'm gonna cycle it. have to run that straight up. Yeah, that should work. It'll split there and go both ways. That's fine. So in, out, that hooks up with that. Can deconstruct this. Now we're golden, really. That gets rid of all my problems. Right. There, and plumbing. This is the dirty pipe, right? Which means that goes up there and down there and over. Okay. Alright, deconstruct that, deconstruct these. Deconstruct that, and prioritize. Get that away. Alright. Oh, plumbing wise. There you go. That's all the filth. It's going to be coming in. Yes, it's going to move on there and out. Alright. Get that done so we can close this off. Goody. Still some time until night, so close that, we are back in business. That should work, right? Or do you see any wrongs? Looks good to me. There's a lot of water in here though. And that's gonna drain down there. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to start mopping a bit. Let's see how much we can mop out of this. See if you could stop that construction right there. Oh, never mind. So what if there's a little bit of water? Scalding. You gonna die? No. That's in water. So it doesn't work? Really? Is that a thing too? Well, that's no bueno. close it off. Shit. How would I ever get in here without? That's a problem. We can hook that up. Gonna need a ladder down there. What I could potentially do is drain it down here. Let's close this thing off. Come from below. Ifs and buts. Alright, here pretty much closed off. Get any spillage down here? No, it just stopped. Where's their thing up there? Got skills. Lola, you are the plumber. Morale need is 10. But we'll have 20 somewhere. Very good. Oh, very good. Why do you blow on the can? Well, you know. Right, you go have a little yum yum. He likes mushrooms. Alright. This is insufficient resources, me, no power. No power? Well, that sucks, dude. The batteries are... Got 2 batteries. They're all drained because they're trying to fill up this one. This one's trying to fill up this one, so this one is power. And that in turn powers this one. Maybe I should hook some of this power onto these. Yeah. I think the main power needs to be the biggest. So... deconstruct that. And hook that up to this. So these 3 will go on the main line. So it's these three and these two on the main. These two are the next one, which gets power from this one anyway, which charges this main, or this, which is one battery. This oil thingy, that pump, the polymer press, and it gets power from this one, which in turn goes into this line, which powers everything here. This really needs a lot more batteries, because all the power is getting in there. Maybe I want to hook up this power line to this grid. It's getting 400 there and 800 there, so it's a little bit of... But let's do that. Let's wire that. De-wire this one. De-wire that one, and put some wires in across here. Wire bridge. That should work. Now all the power goes into the first batteries, these three and these two. And from there, this will try to power up these two. And those will in turn try to power this. But all the power is mainly getting drained from the main. So this should run a little bit longer. We should have power for the grill, you know. Yeah. Pickled meal. Quality grizzly -1. See, this is lice loaf, and that is terrible. 0. So that's better, right? This is grizzly -1. Standard +2. I don't have the things. But occasionally I get a mushroom and the meat. Frost buns, they need cold. Don't really have a cold area. And this is filled with hydrogen, so that should be cold, but it ain't. Where's the meat farm, kind of? You polluted water. I don't want to shove the brine in there. Put you as a 6. Might as well shove the water in there too. The brine is salt water, so don't want to mix that in. Mop the liquids. That's just gonna keep pouring for a good while. Hey, good one. Let's see. We gotta hook up this. That one. Set this to water. So that's going to come out of the orange one. That's not constructed yet. I'm going to farm tile. Let's move on that. Because I got a wheeze worth from the gate. Lord seed. Yeah, names and stuff. Put you away. That is good. Plant that. That should cool things off a little bit. Give it a nice cold air. Still gonna be hot water though. That's really hot. That's really friggin' hot. Shit. Now, so it's gonna go through the filter. Dirty goes up here on this and all the way back there. 2,000, so that's overpressured, which means I guess it's clogging up. Let's see, that is hydrogen. Why? Oh, you're not moving. Because this ain't connected. There you go. That should start moving then. Through the filter, hydrogen goes in there. Air goes in there. So this is operational now. It's gonna be hot though. What I could do is plant some Wheatsworth down here. Cool the pipes. Wood seed. I could do that. In order to get them, I'd have to sweep that. Which means I need to prioritize these. And this. I also need to dig this. Get that wort seed. I think I'm gonna leave these. Which means I'm gonna need to dig into this. Temperature. So we're gonna need food, farm tile. That is a 7. Get that in there. Just keep cooling it. That's 4. That should do something. This is gonna be overpressured. But then these two should kick in, and that should get things moving. split off the hydrogen in here. If I got a gas valve. In there. Yeah. Cancel that one. Run it through there and in. Then run another one. You can start working on that. Run another one with hydrogen. All the way down. Which currently isn't working. Because it's soaked. That should work. I need a door. Just gonna put that in there. I'm gonna need to sweep this. That is a 7. And that's gonna start to cool off. One, 2, 3, 4. You should be able to reach that, right? Let's put a ladder in here just in case. That's a 7 as well. Seven those. That should work out. Speed that up a bit. It does not say how much. No, it doesn't. So for the oxygen, this produces 112. This requires 100 grams per second, which means I got 12 left, which will automatically go into this one, which ain't much, but it's something. So I don't really need the valve. But we might need it later. Put that to 100. Which means this is going to run, and that's going to power. Nice, 22. It's cooling a little bit. But all the hot air is getting in here. not too bad for the duplicates, but it's really bad for the farm. That's overpressured. I can shut this down now. Let's see, I got 21 tons of algae. Let's see, this one produces 888 grams of oxygen per second. And the duplicates use 75. I got 5 of them. So that's 350, which means we're going to get overpowered with oxygen. Which means this one can easily be shut down. I really just need one of these pumps. I got 2. So we can disable building. Now oxygen is pretty good so far. That door there is mainly for the heat. I think I might want to leave this open. Get some oxygen in there. We're almost done analyzing that. It's granite. All of this just to get this thing. Ventilation, not done yet. So there's the hydrogen. Pumped in here, filtered, sent on. Which creates power, which goes into this. Let's see, the power goes into this main. This main. This. Yeah, which is the polymer press and the oil rig. Alright, you are made. You got the piping in order, right? Yeah, that should be fine. Ventilation is the carbon, which goes up and through and over and in. It's probably an easier way of doing that. Which goes back here, which is clogged up. So unless I open this door, this thing ain't gonna produce power, because that's producing carbon. Pipe blocked. So we're not getting any power, which means this thing is just gonna build up. I have not yet locked that door. Lock it. Where's the wall? Oh, yeah. Alright, so we got a lot of water here. Let's just cancel these. I don't think they're gonna get swept anyway. oxygenated. Rich in oxygen. Alright, we've started coming down. Well, that's gonna go even higher. It has to go past this one though, which is gonna cool it. This will still be 70. If I put the pump down here, that'd be better. Because then we could cool down here. So I put the pump right there. Dig this. Put some mesh tiles in there. And put a pipe. I'm not sure if I can go... Yeah, I can go through these. Plumbing. Right, that also needs power. Once that is up... Well, water level ain't high enough. Need that ladder further down. Thing is though, this shit might freeze. Which means the pipes are gonna freeze. We'll see about that. Put another pump in here. Squeeze it in there. That would go there. Power. This has a filter, doesn't it? Does it not? Yeah, it's got a filter. Alright. Good, good, good. If we could get this done today, that would be nice. Niner that. And these. And these to get the ventilation up. If this is out of water, it's not going to drain power, so that's fine. Get this in there. Ah, too late. Alright, we got an arbor tree. Nice, nice, nice. And seeds. Put that to 7. Actually, no. Leave it at a 1. An arbor tree. Sweep. Make that a 9. Alright. Everybody out of bed. So they're gonna grab the arbor tree and hopefully plant it in here, because that's their food. So they'll stay alive. It takes a long time to grow an arbor tree. Let's see, we got skills. It's gonna have to be farming, even though you're exosuit. Yeah. Let's just go for that. Alright. Colony achievement, let's just watch that. It's a lot of achievements. Okay, that's in. Which means 100 is going to go in there until that's backed up. So this is always going to be running. Whatever's left is sent in here. Now this is less than 100, so it just goes straight through. Some of it goes down now. I wonder if it's shared 50-50. No, it shouldn't be. If we hooked these pipes together, it would go 50-50. I'm guessing one of these is 1 second. The travel time for that. I don't know, but that would make sense. So, 10 grams per second. This might get backclogged. Yeah, it's clogging up. That's perfectly fine. So that's going to clog all the way up there. And then this is going to release 100 each second. And other than that, so I'm producing more, so that will get back clogged up there. This thing's only use 10 per second, so as long as this thing runs continuously, we're just going to be left with 2 hydrogen. It's not going to run continuously though, because we don't have the duplicants to use the oxygen, so that's going to get backclogged, and we're going to have lots of oxygen all the time, which is going to slow production here and slow down the water consumption to needed level. And that's going to slow down the power drainage to a needed level. Ooh, so that's going to fill up. That's going to fill up this battery. So this won't have to feed that battery all the time, which is going to fill up this. Which means this won't have to feed all the time, which means these are going to fill up. Which is perfect. That's the fun part of it. Let's see, heat production minus 80 kilo DTUs. I have no idea what that means, but let's see, it's 4 degrees. And this is an air. It might be that the water freezes right around here, and well, if that's the case, it's gonna get, the water's gonna go back up here, which means this one will be running continuously. We won't need these ones. So then this would freeze up again, which is fine. Sweet stuff. And then basically there would be a constant battle here between freezing and not freezing, which would cool this down to a comfortable 10 degrees or so. These pipes might get broken, that's fine. These pipes are dipped in here anyway, so they're coming in hot. Minus 80 kDTUs. Heat 125 kDTUs. So 7 batteries or so. This produces 10 kDTUs, okay. But I need the heat over there. Could you pick this thing up? That'd be nice. How's that arbor tree coming along? There it is. If you could pick that up and plant it, that'd be pretty sweet. We could make a farm tile, of course, but I'd rather have it grown naturally. It does require 3 spaces though. So save that. Now we're gonna have to uproot everything. Hopefully they'll pick up the arbor tree and replant all this stuff. Nice day at the beach. High morale. Is this morale? I don't know. Yeah, today's not stress. Oh, you can't see them. Totally chill. Low morale though. The core is for the morale. I'm thinking I should move this beach chair over here. So this goes up to 2 kilos before it's 2 kilos of oxygen. So that's gonna seep all through the whole base. And all these bad guesses are gonna get compressed. Down here somewhere. Got a deodorizer here. That should take care of the bad gases coming here. Alright, you got the seed. Let's put the seed up here. Who's got the seed? There it is. Now, I'm not pumping any water in here. See, we got a filter here. There it is. polluted water. So plain water, that is clean water, which is what I need down here. Which is this one. So I could backtrack that into this one. But that already has a pipe. I'd like to go underground here, but I like having this look to it. Less intrusive on the environment. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cold. You're running away. Nothing's filling up though. Just keep running and running and running. These 2 and these 3 should be filling up. But it seems everything's used on this one. It's not much. So it must all get transferred. Where does the power go? This has a lot of it. Guessing this one then. Thing is, during the night the whole thing shuts down. I don't have enough power. To keep it going continuously. Maybe I could do one more of this. Just gotta get those carbon critters in there. Gotta get some larva eggs. Could release the carbon, which would start this up again. Because that is completely blocked right now. This thing is overpressured. I really ought to chuck this into space. That's fine though. If this goes, it's gonna be picking up natural gas and nothing else. It's all submerged in it. Everything else is over here. That's fine then. How did the reed turn out? I never really built that. Cancel that. That's the good stuff. So polluted water is going to come in here. I do need to refill this. So I have to pipe it. As though I could use this for the showers. Let's see this pump. 10 kilograms per second. This uses 1 kilogram per second. So I really need to get the small pumps, because that's just draining way too much power right now. Valve miniaturization. I'm not working on anything else, right? Seems good. So let's get cooking on that. I think this guy was working on something earlier though. So this treadmill is basically just to get everything started up. And then it runs on its own. If I set this to 40, I got this one on 50, and this should fill up. No. It won't. Because it's getting taken from there. If I took this, though, from another place. Wonder if I could hook up this thing to there. That should work brilliantly. Which means we're gonna need pipes. That's the wrong one. There, and bridge. In and out. That should be good. This is constantly going to pour in 50 grams. It's going to take out 40 at max. Whatever this thing can't supply. I'm hoping to get rid of some of this backlog in here. So reducing this would help on that. Only half the things that I use actually go into this, because the other thing comes from here, so should I could cut this one. I could take away that connection right there. Yeah. Somebody destroy that. Alright. So, this whole thing is filled up. And we're getting more water in here, which is dirty water. I'm just gonna fill it up even more, and it's gonna get back clogged up here. Once this clogs up here. Which means I need to drain that off into there. Don't really need this though. Wait. And that's just the dirty from down here. It's not going to be much. It's not going to be much at all. But basically, if I stop this, this would just circulate. Be a closed loop. I need to get this in there though. Yeah. So this is gonna fill it up. So, and we're back to getting rid of it. Which is only gonna be 10. At max. This is free flowing, so that'll just pool the whole thing up. I need a valve on this for later. The thing is though, how much? That depends on the natural gas. Water, polluted water, 67.5 grams per second. But unless we get rid of all the carbon, it's not going to be running continuously. Tricky. There you go. We'll do some arts. Some artsy fartsy stuff. Let's get rid of some mushrooms. Deconstruct that one. We're gonna have a mushroom in there. Let's see, mushroom horse. These are all mushrooms. So we've got hearts, and moons. Certainly don't need mushrooms in there. Horses. Leave that horse and change this up. Deconstruct that. How's it coming?